this is just a really quick video all about Eurocamp. Most of it is going to be video and photos. We have done Eurocamp twice now, and the last time we went we stayed in south France, La Brasilia, which is quite close to Perpignan. That is where we flew into, and it was probably a 20-minute drive from the airport. So nice and convenient with kids. We have two children. One was under 1 at the time and the other one was just 3. So I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about the accommodation, the facilities on site, the booking of it and that kind of thing. Of it, we did it all online. We just we found cheap flights and then thought, what can we do around there, which is exactly what we did when we were in Lake Garda in Italy last year or the year before. And so we found some cheap flights to Perpignan and then thought, well, can we fit that? Is quite close to the airport, close to the coast, and it looks nice. So we went onto the Eurocamp website. You can look on the map on there where you quite like, or you can type in a destination. So there were quite a few around that kind of area. We decided to go as close to the airport as we could because the less travel the better with children, and we found quite a couple. La Brasilia is a 5-star resort, and with Eurocamp gradings it is quite a big site. It is relatively new and very modern. We stayed in what we would call a chalet. They call them avants or aspects, and we stayed in a 2-bedroom. Looking back now, we wish we had paid that little bit extra for a 3-bedroom, because with 2 children that sleep differently, so Daisy will sleep all night, you put her into bed and she will wake up in the morning. And then with a baby who was at the time a bit of a rascal really when it comes to sleeping, he's up at least once in the night and could easily disturb Daisy. So what we ended up doing was putting the travel cot in the lounge area, which wasn't all that big. It was absolutely big enough if we didn't have to have a travel cot in there. Our bedroom was not big enough to put the travel cot in. The bedrooms are perfect size for sleeping and keeping your clothes in wardrobes and cupboards, and that is it. There is no room. You can just walk around the edge of the bed, which is absolutely fine because we're not there to spend time in the chalet. The kitchen area and the lounge area is absolutely big enough. You get a big decking area, but like I said, we would have had that 3rd bedroom if we go again, which we will be. We hope to book for next spring. The bathroom is a shower and toilet and sink. We were actually provided a baby bath, and which was great for Alex because after a day on the beach you need to get the sand out of areas, so we could sit him in the shower tray in the bath, fill it with the shower, which was perfect. And actually it fit our 3-year-old in perfectly as well. She couldn't lie back obviously, but she could sit there, get the sand out, I could wash her hair and things. Both are absolutely fine with the shower, and the shower was good, it was adjustable, but the bath was a really good touch. We were actually provided a potty too, which we do not need, and a high chair, which we did need for the baby, which was perfect. They're just the standard IKEA chairs that you see everywhere. The travel cot was just a standard, nice and clean, tidy, new looking travel cot. I was provided 2. I think there was a small surcharge for that, but the only thing I gets on my nerves about Eurocamp holidays, but it's the same for Canvas and other companies, is you have to make the bed yourself, but you are essentially camping. Kitchen was really well equipped, nice and clean, with a dishwasher. I wish I'd taken some dishwasher tablets, but I forgot, so we were washing everything up. Microwave, kettle, a really big fridge, oven, grill, yeah, all fine. We were also provided a barbecue, which we used quite a few times, a gas barbecue, which was quite nice to have. The decking area was gated all the way around, so the children we could push back the doors and have it like open plan from the living room to the decking area, and the kids could roam in and out. It was all protected with like sails, so there was plenty of shade, and that's the area we used most. So The Brasilia site is a big site. It has various swimming pools. The pools are really beautiful, very, very clean. They've got some strict rules around the pools, so there are no shoes to be worn in there. You have to put them in like a cabinet on entering the pool, which was fine. It's something you got used to. Men have to wear tight swimmers, so essentially like a speedo or a cycling short type thing, so no swimming shorts as such, which we saw quite a few people being kicked out of the pool. We knew that's kind of the rule in France. There was no food or drink around the pool area. You had to go and sit up in the cafe. You could take your own food, but you had to sit up there. There was no snacking around the pool, no ice creams, that kind of thing. That's the one thing I did miss, was having an ice cream by the pool, but it was fine. We got used to it. There was no bees and wasps around. It was beautifully clean, so you didn't need to worry about your bare feet. The pools and everywhere were just the cleanest I've ever seen, so I've seen lots of complaints about it, but for us it was fine when we got used to it. Facilities there was a baker, a butcher's, a supermarket. As you'd expect, the supermarket was quite expensive, but it's the price of convenience, but it had everything you should need really in there. The restaurant also had a takeaway. It was a pizzeria essentially, but it did other things too, like steak and that kind of thing. They also did a French night, which was good for mules and frites, but we had steak or a bit of a chicken. There are entertainment teams on site. We went out of season, so things were starting to gear up, so we didn't see a lot. We went to the mini disco once and met the characters that dress up, and Daisy loved them.
Baby, playing it through. I was calling out your name, with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me.
The site is directly on the beach. You just walk down a little track and you're there, and the beach again is beautifully clean. The sea is rough. Whether it was the time of year, I'm not sure, but it's worth looking into. We couldn't have swam in there because it was just too rough for the kids and me. So essentially we love Eurocamp. I recommend it every time. There's just so much space for the kids to run around, roam around. There's play parks, and you can hire bikes. The pools are amazing. The beach facilities are great. Yeah, so we really recommend it. So I'd love to know where you've stayed with Eurocamp or Canvas Holidays or Key Camp or any of those. And yeah, I hope you have a great holiday.